Today, I am really excited because I will give you an introduction to my coaching program, which is called Proud Coaching. And this is one of my babies. I have developed it from my own life, from my experiences, and from my knowledge. And it's the program that I used to turn my life in a whole other direction. I did a truly 180, and I have done it with a lot of clients afterwards. It is a 10-step program, but today I will talk about step 1 and 10, which is most important. Between that, we have a lot of things we will do to be able to live out truly, like focus on hydration, diet, sleep, breathing, movement, training, and so on. But everything in life starts with a thought. You can't do anything before you think about it. But what defines us is our actions. So I will give you an introduction to that. I will try to explain the feeling I had by myself when I started to develop it and where it comes from. So you hopefully will understand it and see the power of making yourself proud. So, in 2016, my life fell apart. I lost almost everything. I lost the custody of one of my kids. I lost all my money, the place I lived in, my relationship, cars, everything. And at the end of the year, I was alone, sitting in an apartment, and had no idea what to do. Over the years, I have developed what I can see now, some kind of monster of a person. I was cheating, abusing drugs. I was being sarcastic, ironic. I wasn't doing anything good for other people, and I laughed about it. And when other people confronted me with it, all I said was, I know, I am worthless. I know, I am useless, and I just laughed about it. So it all began when I was a little kid. I got some treatment back home that wasn't doing anything good for me. I was, by words and by physical abusement, being told and left with the feeling that I wasn't worth anything. And from that, I started to create that behavior I just talked about. Because I was worthless, I was useless. So I lost everything. I sat down in my apartment. I didn't know what the hell to do with my life. I just wanted to end it. But I didn't do it because of one reason, and that was my kids. I knew that their life would be better without me. So that's why I really wanted to end it, because it would be better for them. But I couldn't find a way to do it without leaving them with a scar that their father had just killed himself. So that's the only reason why I didn't do it then. So I tried to find reasons to continue and find how to continue. And during a meditation, something really wonderful happened. It was a long meditation. I saw my timeline. I was 34 years old, and I saw every year going backwards in the timeline. It really made me sad because I saw what a shitty person I was. The cheating, lying, sarcastic, ironic. I saw everything I've done to other people, but suddenly I saw a light. I saw a little person, 2 years old, and it was glowing from him. It was a little person that deserved to be loved and was able to love others. Then I wake up from the meditation and I started to crying because I realized I wasn't born this way. I wasn't born this worthless, useless piece of shit. I wasn't born that monster. That monster was something I created. It started with someone that put their shit on me, telling me all those things and left me with that feeling. And from that, I started to behave like that. But I realized I wasn't born that way. So it was something I created with my behavior. And if I created it, I can create something new, because deep down inside, I am still that little 2-year-old that was loving. And now I was able to create my future. And I know exactly where to start. I went out to my computer, opened it up, opened up a document, and I wrote, I will never touch drugs again. I think I wrote it 3 times. And I went to bed and I felt from the bottom of my heart that this is it. No more drugs for me. I was pretty high when I wrote it, but I still believe that tomorrow, no more. So I wake up, 10 minutes later, I was sitting there doing drugs again. But I realized I had done this for so long that I couldn't expect to just fix it like that. But as I had taken that decision to stop with it, something started to happen inside of me. I knew I can fix it, but it will take time and it will be a part of the solution to fail. So the next couple of weeks, I stayed inside. I wrote, I don't want to continue with drugs. I want to stop being sarcastic, ironic. I wrote everything down. And 10 minutes became 20 minutes, and 20 minutes became an hour, and an hour became 2 hours. And after about 3 weeks, I was drug-free for 1 day. And every step I took, I felt more and more proud about myself. And the more proud I felt about myself, the more things started to come to me that I can change. Okay, I can change. I can stop with drugs. I can stop being sarcastic. I can stop being ironic. I can stop cheating. So in the beginning, it was all about stop with the bad behavior, and that was my focus. And I boosted myself every single time I was able to not do anything bad. I boosted myself with that. You're good, you're fucking good, Johan, you can do this. And I boosted myself every single day. Even though I was failing, I wasn't looking at the failures. I was only looking for the improvements, and I boosted myself with that improvement all the time. And after a while, I really started to change. I was feeling better about myself. And the better I felt about myself, I started to set goals. I started to believe that I can do things in life. I can not just avoiding bad stuff. I can start doing good stuff. So I started to raise the bar and really wrote down exactly what kind of person I want to create, to be proud of everything I do. And I started to chase that every single day. Even with the smallest of things, I hate to clean the house. I really hate to clean the house. Now I do it, not much, but I do something every day. And when I do it, I walk around the house with a vacuum cleaner. I am telling myself, fuck, you are good, you are cleaning the house. You're so good, Johan. And I'm boosting myself with all those small things that some people see as nothing. But for me, I see everything I can do as something good. And I'm boosting myself with that feeling. And that is what proud coaching is about. Starting to make yourself proud in all areas of life. Start with avoiding bad stuff, and after a while, start doing the good stuff. But it's more important to avoid the bad stuff, because you can't think you can do a bunch of good stuff like fixing your diet, training, and buying a gift to your wife or husband or something like that, but then go out and cheating and push other people down and just being a shit just because you do good things. So always start with avoiding and take away the bad behavior, and then when that is done, you can start doing good. And when you start doing good, when you start to feel proud about yourself, you have created this positive spiral. And the better you feel about yourself, the more you started to believe in yourself. And when you start to believe in yourself, you can set higher goals. You can put yourself up to higher standards. When you wake up every morning and have the feeling of proud and about yourself from inside out, you will have more energy. And when you are attacking every day and chasing that feeling, you will create energy for yourself, and with that energy you can do even more and more and more and more. And then I started to realize, put as much responsibility on myself as possible and make it work. And the more responsibility I put on my shoulders and is able to carry, the better I feel about myself, and the better I feel about myself, the more I can do. So it's just a matter of creating that spiral for yourself, and that spiral starts with you attacking every day and chasing the feeling of proud. So how does this comes down to a fitness journey? Well, most people know how to eat right. Most people know how to train and how much they should train. But it is their bad feelings that is holding them back, because they are not eating according to the diet plan, because how they feel that day. They are comforting themselves with food. And they are not doing that training session that they should be doing because they do not have the energy and they are feeling bad about themselves. So if we're starting to first fix that mental problem, building that mindset, creating that energy, then it is much more likely to hold on to a diet plan and a training program as if you were feeling bad about yourself. So I usually say to my clients that start building mental toughness, start building your mindset, start creating the person you are proud of in all areas of life, and the physical change will be a byproduct of when you create a good mental health and a good mindset. The physical health will just come. And it also comes down to when you are experience the feeling of proud every single day, you are looking forward to every day because you are realizing how much you can do for yourself in creating those emotions, creating those feelings, and you have every single day to do it. And if you are focusing on that, and you will after a while, because it will magical stuff will happen with your feelings if you're starting to living in this way. And suddenly you will wake up and look like you wanted to look, because you focusing on the behavior every single day instead of focusing on how you look, because it will take time to change how you look. You will not see it in the mirror, the changes every single day. And if you are standing there looking for the changes, it will probably pushing you down because you will feel sad about you not making the changes you want. But if you are focusing on the behavior and the feeling you get from doing the right things all the time, creating those positive spirals, creating the feeling of proud, then you will reach the physical stature much faster than if you were focusing on it. And I have come to the conclusion that the feeling of proud is the ultimate self-esteem. The feeling of proud is the thing that it's you have the possibility to create your self-esteem. You can create the kind of person that is really starting to love yourself. Self-love, it is not you sitting in an apartment convincing yourself to love yourself. I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. That is not the way. You cannot convincing yourself to love yourself. You can create it by creating a person with the behavior that you are looking up to. Then you will start to loving yourself. And when you start loving yourself, it will show on all areas of life. It will show in relations. It will show on work. It will show with the aura you are creating. If you enter the room and you can just be. You don't need to take place or be someone else or make other people look at you. You are just happy that you are, and you are proud of who you are, and you can relax and just be. And if someone don't like that, that is okay, because you love yourself, and you will start, people will start to come to you that fits in your life. So it will show up on all areas, and that is why I want you to focus on it. So I have experienced it with myself, truly life-changing, and I have experienced it with a lot of my clients. So go out there and make yourself proud in all your actions every single day. Do not vacuum clean the house because it's fun. Do it to make yourself proud. Do everything you do, even if you hate doing it, do it to make yourself proud and boost yourself with that feeling, and you will change your life, I promise you.